So I want to talk about a formulaic method. And the problem with the geometric method is if we try to work with numbers like this, when we're dealing with such small decimals here, we're going to run into some problems of exactly finding where we should land on our number line. So if we have a formulaic approach, we can be exact. So the first one I want to go over, and we consider two formulas, is same signs. So for example, if you have something like this. Now, what we do first off, absolute values. So we take the absolute value of each number. And for this version, we're going to add in step 2. We add the two absolute values. And so we get a preliminary answer. And then finally, we take the sign that's common to both of those numbers and we attach it to the preliminary answer to get the answer. So 8 becomes -8. And that's it. Now, we can do something, say, like this, though. There's a special case with subtraction. We'll talk about this more later. But if you had something like this, -3 subtract 5. With subtraction, we can convert it first to addition like so. And this is the idea. Subtraction is the same as adding the negative. Adding the negative version. So -3 subtract 5 is the same thing as -3 plus -5. And you can kind of think of it as if -3 degrees, it gets 5 degrees colder. And so we're going to drop down to -8. Or you can think of it as -3 adding more colder temperature. That makes sense. And well, then we get -8. So here, I'll do another example. Let's say we have -6 subtract 7. When we have a subtraction, convert it to addition. -6 plus -7. And now we have two numbers that we're adding of the same sign. Now I should mention the parentheses here. Sometimes they're here, sometimes they're not. They sometimes appear just to emphasize this is plus a negative number instead of plus subtract a 7. So to emphasize this is actually a -7, put parentheses around it. So first step, absolute values. Then we add. And finally, we attach that common sign. That's our answer. So that's the same signs formula. Any questions? Let me know.